You've probably seen it at your local grocery store, you know, products getting smaller while the price, maybe not getting larger, but it stays the same. Some call it the grocery shrink ray. But this is not science fiction. It is a very real trend, and it's costing you money. That's the bottom line. Well, this week, Marketplace looks at the grocery games that are putting the pinch on your pocketbook. Here's a look.
Manufacturers are trying to fool consumers by giving you less in a package that often looks almost identical to the original larger one. If it's the same price and the package looks the same, consumer has no reason to doubt that they're getting the same amount as they got before, but that's where they get you.
Well, with more on that Marketplace investigation, I've got co-host Tom Harrington right here in studio. I love it when you guys do this stuff and you only reinforce everything I already know. And I see that happening, but I don't know by how much. Like, how much less are we getting at the grocery store now?
You know, Suzanne, it's hard to put a number on it because it's so vast. There's so many products that are affected by it, but we can say that there is a wide range of products affected and a wide range in reductions. And some of them are classic reductions, like toilet paper, as they say in the commercial, bathroom tissue. There's usually either fewer sheets on the roll, or the sheets themselves are getting smaller. Now, the manufacturers will say, well, they're stronger sheets, and that's why there are fewer of them, but people at home are going, you know, there's less of them, right? So,
but that's a very important household product.
It is.
You don't want to see that shrinking.
You know, the interesting thing is on products not like that are just milliliters or grams, that sort of reduction. If you might see, you know, 15 grams less of something on a package, or 20 milliliters less. If you do the math on the millions of those packages sold over the year, the companies are actually saving a pile of money at the front end, right? And what we're finding is that the prices overall actually either haven't gone down or actually gone up over this period of time. Now, it's been going on for a while. Like you said, you've been noticing things happening. But what we're seeing is more and more people are contacting us at Marketplace, sending us photos and videos of products that they found. So that sort of intrigued us to say what exactly is going on.
You know, when I did see it happening, actually, Tom, I thought first it was packaging, that they were being more economically, you know, conscious and putting smaller packages out there. But I didn't actually look at the milliliters or the milligrams and stuff like that. But how are companies getting away with this?
Well, this is the thing. Like, you've noticed it, and people watching are saying, yeah, I see that too, and what's going on? You know, I think what we're trying to reveal tonight is how the companies do it. And they're very, very good at it, because they will use sophisticated packaging, labeling, you know, certain lines, language on the package, that sort of thing, to kind of distract you and hope you don't notice there's less in the package, right? And so we have the fellow you heard from the top there, that's Edgar Dworsky. He's a former consumer journalist. He's now a consumer advocate, a lawyer in the United States. He's been tracking this for 20 years, and he calls these things tricks that the companies are using so that you don't notice what's going on. And what's fun about this is you've seen some of the action here. We did a grocery game, so we have 3 contestants racing around a grocery store looking for items that have been downsized and challenging them to kind of find them out. So it's good TV, and you know what? Marketplace is still 30 minutes. It's not 29 minutes. It's not 28 minutes. It's still full 30 minutes.
So you are certainly not shrinking that.
No.
What kinds of products are shrinking, if you will, though?
Pretty much everything you can think of. The classic ones are, well, you mentioned, we've talked about toilet paper, potato chips. That's a hot one for people. But pop, cheese, cookies, coffee, cereal. In fact, in the show tonight, one of our contestants finds a box of cereal, and then around the corner she finds the old box on display. The same cereal, except the new one is less than the old one. So we actually show you on camera the two boxes, and it's so hard to tell the difference.
And is the price the same?
The price is the same. Oh yeah. Well, these were on sale, but the idea is they're essentially the prices are the same. But you take the boxes like this on the shelf, then you turn them this way, and you notice how one's narrower. Just there's things like that, right, that you see. And we have a couple of items we planted on the shelves ourselves to test the contestants as well. One of them was Red Rose tea. Popular brand. It downsized in January, just in January. And I won't give it away completely, but just to say, if you're drinking hot tea, watching the show tonight, and that comes up, you'll do a spit take when you see what Red Rose did. It's one of those ones, because you go, how did they do that?
Right.
It's very, very clever what they did.
And how do the companies explain what they're doing? Because I'm sure you tackled that.
Well, we did. There were so many products we looked at. We contacted a lot of companies. Nobody would come on camera to talk to us about what they were doing. But it's pretty much boilerplate stuff. You know, it's the rising costs of transportation, manufacturing, raw materials, that sort of thing. So they've also said we've modified some products to make them better, so better tasting, that sort of thing, so there's less of it. But it's mostly that production costs are high, and that's where they're passing the increase, if you will, on. It's not a price increase, and their own research, their own focus groups say, whatever you do, don't raise the price. That's what people notice. They may not notice the shrinking product, they'll notice the price. So instead of raising a price on something, they'll just give you less of it and hope you don't notice.
I know you'll give us tips and all kinds of things when we watch the program.
Fun TV.
Yep. Thanks so much, Tom.
Thanks,
Tom Harrington.